makes a very welcome reappearance in the Rabbitohs. He's very much a good player, and the South Sydney fans will be delighted. The late changes, though, 2 of them, may upset the team's balance. Out is 5'8" Greg Mackey, replaced by the very experienced Ken Wright, who I think you'll remember was in great early season form. And prop forward Peter Smith succumbed to injury yesterday, and his replacement is the very tough Gary Hamley.
Who's coming onto the field right now? This is the full side. Marty Gurr, Terry Fay, Ron Gitto, Noel Cleal, Kerry Bosted, Gary Warneke, Kevin Hastings, Ian Schubert, Des O'Reilly, Ian Barclay, Royce Aylett, Jeff Masterman, Dave Brown, coach Bob Fulton. And South Sydney, led by their skipper Mitch Brennan. This is the full side. Steve Walsh, Ziggy Niscott, Mitch Brennan, Tony Milrose, Stan Brown, Ken Wright, Graham Murray, Shane Arneal, Peter Tunks, Michael Carberry, Gary Metcalf, Ken Stewart and Gary Hamley. The coach, Bill Anderson. Referee, John Gosha. South Sydney running from right to left. Red, white and green uniform. Eastern Suburbs receiving the ball. Terrible pass from Schubert back to Gurr. He has to take the tackle. Back in his quarter. There's a half volley. He's looking to get the kick downfield. Barry Ross on the sideline.
Yes, that was the plan then, Rex. There is quite a strong breeze favouring East. They won the toss and decided to make use of it. And as I said, that's obvious with East's game plan to use that wind.
And Ziggy Niscott gets the roars of the crowd for South Sydney underway. Good take, and I notice he's heavily strapped on the left knee. Very heavily. Now midfield, just inside East's half. Murray, Hamley. Unloads the first time in the match. That's a good sign. Gary Metcalf. Now Murray again. Ken Wright. Melrose. The earlier matches, Eastern Suburbs 12 defeated South Sydney 4 in reserve grade. Tunks. And in third grade, East 18, South Sydney 8. Murray. Little kick through. Melrose impeded slightly. Ball knocked through. Mitch Brennan. It's offside. Could have been. South Sydney in possession. Play on. And lose the ball there. And he's gone for the penalty against Eastern Suburbs. He was playing advantage rule. See it again. There. Ball ricochets back accidentally to that player, Eastern Suburbs, and he was in an offside position. Tony Melrose, South, 71 from 101. Success rate a very high, 70.3%. This directly in front. Oh, missed it. You wouldn't believe it. You've seen it, but you don't believe it. That won't be an easier kick today than that one. Masterman. Dummies to O'Reilly. Then to Brown. Should be able to play football with a name like Dave Brown, Barry, shouldn't he?
Yes, particularly for Eastern Suburbs, one of their all-time greats of the 30, holder of many point-scoring records.
He's been one of their form forwards, so his coach advises me. And Hastings did well to pick that up and not knock it on. Aleph. Good chiming in. Barclay slowly to his feet. Aleph. Ooh, looking to get it away, and Ducks came barrelling in and put him down. Warneke. Hastings, chip over the top, straight to Niscott. Can't evade the tackle of Gurr. Just a little bit too far, that one. Carberry. Midfield. Gary Metcalf lifting the knee there to break the tackle. Footballers are very... well, Hamley's left it behind there. I was about to say footballers are very, very quick to take a style from another footballer. That lifting the knee to crack tackles came in about 2 years ago. And a lot of players have been doing it since. Warneke, Hastings rather. Then to Gurr. Gurr splits it up over halfway. Should be a try. Gets it away. Oh, Nesbitt put it down. Nothing wrong with the pass, came straight to him. Oh, a golden opportunity for Eastern Suburbs. Oh, Metcalf did marvellously to hold that pass too. It came to him. There's a replay. They'll go no closer to scoring a try. Gurr put through the gap. The fullback may have got over, I doubt it, but Bosted just put it down. Melrose, torpedo Hunt, won't find touch. Fay leaves the ball behind, could be a try now. Oh, it's been given to Niscot's away. A bad error by Fay, Niscot in. A blunder and a bad one. Neil was the man that swept on it. See it again. Fay always looks clumsy in the situations of having to bend down for the rolling ball. He got it there, lost it there. Neil swooped on it. A 2-to-1 situation with the fullback Gurr out, hopelessly gunned. Not his fault. And Niscot in. Head on. See the way the ball just pops out of his hand. Arneal says, thanks very much, swoops on it, and beautifully gave the pass, but it wasn't a bit low. And Niscot did well. Melrose kicking into and across the breeze. He's 20 yards in from the sideline, 5 yards inside the quarter. No mistake with that one. And there it is, South Sydney 5, Eastern Suburbs 0. Giteau. Taken by Walsh. A try after 16 minutes. Stewart. Outside the quarter. Swinging arm went in. Carberry. It's 5 yards outside the quarter. Goes back to Melrose. And they'll pump it down Fay's wing all afternoon if he's going to conveniently give it back to them. Hastings takes the tackle. Fay from dummy half. Masterman. Hastings. Sherbert. Hastings drives it hard and low. Niscot's going back for it. It's a great kick from Hastings, using the breeze magnificently. That's a gain of around about 55 yards. See the strength of the breeze there with the touch judge's flag in the background. Come up with a scrum win. Big Cleal on the burst off a Hastings pass. Hastings. Giteau. Des O'Reilly. Being called on to play it again. He's perilously close. You can see from our camera shot it's only about a foot away. Hastings. Long one. Oh, if Cleal can unload, he can for Barclay. Barclay's in. I thought Cleal's arms may be wrapped up there, but he got a pass away rather miraculously, and Barclay did the rest. This is the way it looked. Hastings dummying to Cleal. And Barclay's pace got him on the outside of the defence from head on. Hastings dummying. They fell for it. At that point, I thought he was going to get wrapped up. And Barclay really a quick man. Giteau, 5 yards in from the sideline. A couple of feet inside the quarter. Gets that well into the air. It's a goal! So, after 28 minutes, we've got a lock score, 5-all. Melrose to restart. And of course, Barry Ross, that second half breeze, they've got some men in this South Sydney side that can use it.
That's right. Well, Melrose has already proved how well he's using the breeze. He's kicking into it, and low crossfield kicks have been causing East a lot of trouble with those long kicks, and he's going to find a lot of distance next half.
Niscot was tackled heavily then. Got up and had a word to say. South Sydney running right to left, white shorts, red, white and green uniform. Eastern Suburbs red, white and blue. From left to right, Hanley. 10 yards from halfway. Murray, right. Pass on to Carberry straight away. Stewart, Murray, Tunks leaves it behind. Warnocky comes up with it. The way a player should, just flop straight on it. Didn't attempt to pick it up on the run. Masterman, 6 to go, the referee indicates. Barclay, Gurr. Barclay. Des O'Reilly. Back to Barclay. Hopped his way through one tackle. Had Bosted on the right, but there were players between he and Bosted. He couldn't really give the pass. Warnocky, Ayler, cuts out a man, out to Hastings. Hastings finds a gap, it's accelerated through it, and loads, oh, a try gone begging Gurr. The pass was ill-directed, went behind his shoulder. Log that as another try gone begging. Stewart comes up with it. Metcalf. And a penalty. And Murray surveys the situation, does it now. Carberry. Oh, close to being through, still going. Went through some paper-thin defence there. Stewart. Melrose. Brennan. Brown at dummy half. Throws a dummy. He got him up in the air about 5 feet. Held, the referee calls. Tunks. Murray. Right. Arneal. There's Gary Hanley from dummy half. Oh, and he's well taken care of. Hastings was there. Stewart. Wright's kick for Niscott. Gurr takes it. Bill loose it. It's a try. It's a try to Melrose. Gurr had it. I thought he was going to take it. I've even complimented him today in the sports show on taking bombs beautifully. That one he put down. The bomb strikes again. Watch Gurr rise to it now. In and out of his hands. Ricocheted right angles. Melrose there. A head-on shot. Well, there's inexplicable. He's been handling them so beautifully. And Melrose. 10 yards in from the sideline, just inside the quarter. Yes! So from having missed a simple kick early, he's come back with 2 very good ones. And there it is, South Sydney 10, East 5. Now a stunning statistic, Barry, we were just talking about. 4 errors Eastern Suburbs have made. Listen to this for a caning. 2 of those errors have resulted in drop balls that they've had tries scored against them. 1 by Fay, 1 by Gurr. The other 2 errors they've committed were tries they've dropped. 1 to Bosted and 1 to Gurr. So 4 handling errors and actually 4 tries. That is incredible.
Very much unlike Eastern Suburbs. And Bob Fulton will have plenty to say at half-time about it.
So look at that kick from Melrose. The Souths have certainly got their tails up at the moment. I can see Melrose pumping that ball downfield with this breeze behind him in the second half, if it stays. Well, the South Sydney scrum when Stewart doing a good job. 4-2. Now there's the South Sydney mascot. I reckon he'd be like a lucky rabbit's foot at the moment. Stewart. Smith. Mitch Brennan, who needs a big game. He's been a bit quiet. And he's lost the ball. O'Reilly had it. Olaf Hastings. Bosted. Struggled his way through a couple of tackles up to the quarter line. Sherbert. Dave Brown. 10-5. South Sydney lead. We've got about 3 minutes to half time.
On the right side of the field here, right out near the outside centre position near Terry Fay, the second row for East Ian Barclay. He's been playing wide all day.
Yes, well, that pace he's got. Oh, Schubert's made a bust up the middle. Going beautifully. Warnicki's gone one way. Gets a pass out there nicely to Giddo. Sends a Bosted. Back inside to Giddo. He might make it. He doesn't. Taken over the sideline, and the desperado for South Sydney was Ziggy Niscott. What a great covering tackle. See it again. Now, Schubert's bust was beautiful. Did everything right. Giddo backed up well. Out to Bosted, back inside to Giddo, and look at Niscott. Look at the tackle and the power of it. Over the sideline. Great rugby league. Penalty to Eastern Suburbs. South Sydney being told that there was the mark. There, right there, says Mr. Gosha. Couple of minutes to half-time, minute and a half perhaps. Des O'Reilly, who's been within 6 inches of scoring once already. Hastings. Sherbert hurling himself in the defence. 2 yards away. 10-5, South lead. Gurr from dummy half. Masterman. Hastings. Driven sideways. About 40 seconds to go by our time. That's unofficial. Good. Picked off beautifully. Didn't actually have the ball in his hands properly then. Masterman. Hastings, the bomb. Walsh loose it. It'll be a try. Warnicki. And errors abounding, but all adding to the excitement. So, South Sydney 10, Eastern Suburbs 8. Maybe the Walsh one might have been compounded by looking into this brilliant sunshine here with the sun low on the horizon or going down lowish. And there it was, Warnicki picking up the dregs from head on. Now he would have been looking straight up into this and flew high. Oh, aren't they being caned for their errors in this match? The Hooters gone on the background. Gitto lining this one up. Scrums, South Sydney 4, East 2, penalties 6, East 4, South Sydney moves in just away to the right, so the score at half-time is going to stay as it was, 10 points to 8 in favour of South Sydney. Their try scorers have been Ziggy Niscott and Tony Melrose a try. Melrose 2 goals from 3 attempts. For Eastern Suburbs a try to Warnicki, try to Barclay, and 1 goal from 2 attempts to Giddo. Back with more action. So they go for the second half. Eastern Suburbs have got the Cornella this half. They're running into the breeze and they are looking into a lowering sun, which can be a bit of a swine here at the sports ground because it's one of the few grounds that runs east and west. Barry Ross is just having a chat with Bill Anderson, the South Sydney coach at the moment. Get some facts for you. They've got a few minor problems injury-wise. Kick goes back to Bosted. He's just outside his quarter. Right, Barry's with us now. What's the story? Well,
South Sydney coach Bill Anderson didn't make any changes. There's 2 or 3 players carrying injuries, but at this stage he's hopeful that they can get through the next half. He thinks that they've got to tighten up their defence around the ruck, but generally he's quite happy with their form, and they're leading 10-8. There was some talk here at the ground that the first half was too long, but there's been no comment from the South Sydney camp. The story did eventuate from one of the radio people at the ground. Kerry Boostad in the Eastern Suburbs room, he had some stitches in an eye cut, I believe, but I did not speak to their coach, Bob Fulton.
OK, Eastern Suburbs in possession now. They've trailing by 2 points. South 10, East 8. No changes on either side. Gurr pops a pass up nicely to Fay. He's busted 1 tackle, but a Niscott tackle on the side there is just superb. Right round the boots, and almost a carbon copy of what you'd hope your youngster will do when he plays junior football. In against his referee, Gosha. Barry Ross. Did you hear that comment from our director?
Yes, I heard that, and I heard it from the South Sydney trainer too. But as I said, the story was told to me at half-time by a radio official.
Well, the comment for the viewers' benefit was that our timing of the first half was 40 minutes and 30 seconds.
On that theme, Rex, down here, and I don't know, I can't speak for the South Sydney officials that aren't on the sideline here, but they've got no complaint from the timing of the first half.
Back inside it goes to Hastings. That try to Warneke was scored in the 39th minute by our timing. So that was illegitimate time as far as we're concerned. Warneke gets it back to Hastings. And loads nicely to Schubert. Tackled on the halfway line by Carberry. Hastings. Aleph. And that's the 6th. Scrum now 5 yards into South's half. See the length of the shadows. Very clean scrum here to South Sydney. Those scrums now 5-3 their favour. Penalties, however, 6-4 Eastway. Carberry. Great tackle by Hastings. He's got through a mountain of work in defence. Giteau looked way offside in the centres there. Murray being treated by the South Sydney trainer at the moment. Stewart. 10 yards from East quarter. Tunks. 5 yards out now. Midfield last tackle. Right, attempting a field goal. Ricochet. Oh, picked up there by Warneke on the bounce. Hastings wrapped up by Hamley.
That was a stroke of luck for Eastern Suburbs then, because the South Sydney players were onside, the ball having come off an East defender.
Murray's going off the field. It looks like he's done his right arm, elbow or shoulder.
Yes, and number 21 jumping the fence now to go to the touch judge, Craig Coleman.
He's in some pain too, Murray, by the look of him. Coleman comes on in number 21, replacing Murray. Aleph. Schubert loses it forward. South Sydney come up with the ball.
On the Murray injury, they think at this stage it's a shoulder injury, maybe a dislocation or something, but South Sydney doctor Jenny Saunders is taking Murray to the dressing room now to have a closer look.
Arneal with a very strong run there. Stewart. Tunks, but going one out, no support with him. There's Coleman, first touch. Carberry. Weave back inside. 20 yards out from the east line. Coleman. Hamley. Stood up in the tackle, loses the ball. Fallen on by Eastern Suburbs. Brown gave that pass away to Warneke. Well, there's a knock on along the ground. 10-8 the score, South Sydney's favour. That was the half-time score. There's the Ken Stewart situation, 212 from 383 scrums. And a success rate of 55.4%. Arneal from dummy half. Metcalf. Boiling ahead. That's about 9 metres out. Almost underneath the posts. Stewart. Coleman. Right. Carberry well tackled right round the knees again by Hastings. Melrose looking for a drop, and he was impeded. Masterman came up very quickly, picked him off nicely. There was a magnificent tackle by Niscott on Fay earlier, which will go very close, in my view, to the corrugated paper tackle of the week. What a beautiful tackle it was. But I'm only one of the judges. Metcalf, Carberry. Still about 9 yards out. Coleman back inside to Hamley. He fumbled that and did well to hold it. Tunks wrapped up before he could get going by O'Reilly. Pressure now. Stewart trying to go from dummy half. It's a little bit pointless, that sort of thing. Carberry's attempted drop is successful, and the score now moves on to a 3-point lead. East's 8, South Sydney 11. Scrum situation 6-5 in favour of Souths. Penalties 6-5 in favour of Easts. 6-all now, the scrums. Brown winding up. Barclay steps. Stewart's tackle over the top. Metcalf's down below. Kiddo unloaded. Gurr from a standing start goes nicely. Beautifully to Clell. Out to Fay, puts it down. Oh dear, he's having a dreadful day. Well, opportunity galore. Gurr from a standing start was like a sprinter. Cleell's pass was a good one. Should have been taken. No excuse for it to be dropped. South's come up with it. Right. Oh, he went very close to getting through the Warnocky tackle. Niscott. 15 minutes gone. Carberry. Schubert swings him to the ground. Stewart. Hard kick put down. Oh dear. And there again, the value of the kick. Melrose. Now Eastern Suburbs back where it all started. 10 yards from their line. Penalty to Easts. Feet across. "16 minutes gone." That time starting to get away for Eastern Suburbs. Telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealer. Masterman. Left. Does O'Reilly. Good defence. Dave Brown. Masterman. Warnocky. Gitto. A little bit disorganised. Eastern Suburbs. Hastings. Aleph. Nicely on to Schubert. He had support on the inside and looked outside. Barclay. Hastings. And that's the 6. It's a scrum win again to Eastern Suburbs. Warneke.
And the crowd here today, 11,935.
Good crowd. Cleal, right through the gap. Bay's left well behind. He's going to go on with it. It's a try. The big fella's done it. And really, that's the first involvement he's had in the game. He had to go on his own. The play was left pointless behind him. Now just watch the position of Fay. There was no way a pass could have been given. Now Cleal. He never comes into picture, Fay. There he is just now. At least 15 yards behind. And Cleal, what a try. From head on. You'll see the positional play of the winger now. Just not able to get there. Gitto, who's nowhere near as fast as Fay, was closer. Gitto kicking across the breeze. 5 yards in from the sideline. The foot inside the quarter. The breeze blowing very strongly from left to right. Oh, he hooked it just a fraction. Came back into the wind, and the score remains 11 all. At 11 all, with 18 and a half minutes to go. Brown. Masterman. Barclay! Barclay! He's only a yard away. He's like lightning. Schubert trying to belt his way over. They're better to move it away from that dummy half area. Wider. Hastings. Warneke leaves it behind. Good clean heel to South Sydney. Those scrums have gone very much east way in the second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4. And again, Coleman's going to be pinged for an incorrect feed. Nathan Gibbs warming his hamstrings and getting his knees right. That penalty signal eluded me. Barry, did you see that?
Yes, I think it was second row feed again, and although after the scrum, referee Gosha spent some time talking to South hooker Ken Stewart.
Right, East in possession. Aleph holds it, trying one-handed to unload, couldn't do so. Stood up. Masterman. Hastings started to unload, let it go, and then caught it again. Barclay. They're just going one out now. That's not the way, I think, to get through this South Sydney defence. Wade Brown. 12 yards away. Hastings. The drop, left foot, it's successful. Mitch Bennett appealed to the referee, John Gosha, about that for something, or spoke to him then. But see it again. I don't believe it touched anyone's hand. Barclay.
That field goal was Hastings' third for the season. Masterman,
Hastings, Aleph on the surge. That's a way for a front rower to go. And the quick play the ball at the end if he can. Gurr. Stewart right round his boots. Warneke. Pass out to Gitto. Brennan has him by the collar. Warneke. Brown. Schubert. through, trips. O'Neill had him in a face bar then. Hastings. Warnocky held it. Back to Brown. Got a beautiful pass away to Gurr. It's out to Cleal. Cleal evades one. Fay's got it. Pulled it in magnificently. How he did that, I'll never know. And that's the 6th. Watch the juggling act of Terry Fay. Now this was an awful pass. The pass of Brown as he just about to go to ground was excellent. Gurr's taking of it was great. Now watch the Cleal pass and where it goes. Dear oh me. How does he drop the easy ones and pick those up? Touch Joe Gint, Tunks off, Nathan Gibbs on. We were both wrong, Barry. I'm sorry. Metcalf off.
Tunks
you were
on.
right. I'm sorry.
Your Tunks on wearing number 25.
Yes, you're right. Penalty. Schubert claiming his jumper was being held. South Sydney now with Hamley on the boil. Carberry. Melrose through the gap, still going, and Rhodes, no, he can't get it past in his cut. Eastern Suburbs, 10 yards out from their line. Ken Wright. Good step there. Nathan Gibbs goes at his own from dummy half. He's playing a number 25. Well, he might be over the line, but he couldn't get it down. That's Tunks. The scrum South Way. Penalties 10-6. Eastern Suburbs. Give you an error count in a minute. Penalty against Eastern Suburbs. Feed across. Schubert. This is differential, of course. Kicks backwards. It's a waste of time to me, but there you go. Melrose is the man. Coleman. Oh, what a tackle from Hastings. Driving low trajectory tackle. South Sydney 10, East 9. That's the error situation. Number of times each side's given it back. Brennan evades the tackle of Cleal. Does O'Neill. Tunks. Player with a bit of ball skill now is the requirement. Those defences have been pretty resolute all day. There's the drop from right. It's successful. Scoreline now, 12-all. Hamley. There's Harvey waiting on the sideline for a stoppage. O'Neill. Now they're within range just about now with this breeze.
Yes, and both Wright and Melrose are capable of long field goals.
Right to Coleman, a long floating pass out there to Walsh. He needs to be happy to keep it out on the sidelines too. Need somebody like Barclay to come up very quickly and put off an attempted field goal. Brown. 2 to go. Now's the time. Now Coleman's there, Wright's there. That's gone way to the left from Melrose. Harvey on, Dave Brown off. 12 all the score. Scrums are 9-8 South Sydney's favour. Penalties are 10-8 in Eastern Suburbs' favour. Harvey, first touch. Absolute cliffhanger this game. Shiver. Try scorers for Eastern Suburbs, and they've scored 3 tries. Been Noel Cleal, Gary Warnocky and Ian Barclay. Oh, picked up Cleal and kicked out of his hand. It was a bad pass from the inside. As try scorers again for East, Noel Cleal, Gary Warnocky, Ian Barclay. A goal to Ron Gitto from 3. Kevin Hastings a field goal. That's their 12. Eastern Suburbs, and it's against Mossop for going down in the scrum, I think. There's 2 of them down there. Sorry, against Stewart. Against Stewart for going down. The point scorers for South Sydney have been Ziggy Niscott a try, Melrose a try, a goal to Melrose, 2 goals to Melrose, a field goal to Wright and a field goal to Michael Carberry. One thinks by accident. 3 field goals in the match. Under a minute to go. Barclay.
Well, he's tried for a late field goal.
Yes, and one thinks now just how important that missed goal by Melrose was in the 2nd minute of the match, right in front. That was in the 2nd row, I thought. South Sydney come up with the ball. Coleman has it. Our clock says there's something in the order of 20 seconds to go. Nathan Gibbs. Stewart. Coleman. Walsh. Maybe 10 seconds to go. There's the hooter. And that's the end of the section. A 12-all draw between these 2 arch protagonists.
Our award winner in this cliffhanger at the sports ground was Kenny Stewart, the South Sydney hooker, who won the scrums 13-11, won some very critical scrums too, and also got through a mighty amount of defence for the South Sydney side. So I think a very worthy winner. Parramatta 34, Manly 32, South and North 27, West 26, East 24, Canterbury 23, Newtown and St George 20. The other 5 teams, Cronulla 19, Balmain 15, Penrith 11, Illawarra 10, Canberra 6 are no hope. This has been Rex Mossop.
Next on 7, an unforgettable episode of A Town Like Alice, as Jean Padgett's attraction to her Australian soldier deepens. A relationship which will soon end in the honour of war. Right after Alice, tonight's big movie premiere. Who was the officer who assaulted the Colonel's beautiful and provocative widow? Conduct Unbecoming, for the first time on television at 8:30 tonight.